Hello, Bigfoot. Hi, you probably heard about us. We are the G.H.O.S.T. We started out from family hiking and moved on to tactical movements. At first, we thought of many different ways of using our equipment and finding more better equipment so that we can actually develop more fun ways to actually move around together as a team. And in the end, we managed to form quite an integrated family as well as an integrated team. So, before we get started, I would like to share about our equipment, more importantly, our individual goals. Now let's start from the top. At the top, we have our hat. Our hat has a digital camo, and right on top of our hat is our goggles. Our goggles help to hold our head together and provide some protection for our eyes. Now moving from the hat, we move down, we have our camo net. Our camo net helps us protect from insects or any kinds of branches and twigs, and any kinds of branch and twigs coming by our face. Then moving down, we have our ghost mask. The ghost mask is our signature. It helps to bring our identity and also helps to protect our face at the same time. Especially in this COVID season, it's very important to have our face covered. Now moving down, we have our dog tag, which actually cannot be seen, but I'm wearing it right now. So our dog tags all have our nicknames as well as the name G.H.O.S.T. And after that, we have our long sleeve shirt. The long sleeve shirt is very important to have because it helps to protect us from any incoming scratching from any twigs when we walk past. Right after that, we'll talk about the collars on our long sleeve shirt. Actually, there is a collar inside here, and the purpose of the collar is to have our earpieces clip onto them so that they can hold on sturdily. Now after that, let's get on to the vest itself. The vest serves many purposes. Right at the top of the vest, we have our safety equipment. Safety equipment consists of the phone and our communications device, also known as the walkie-talkie. Moving down, we have our storage pouches. This is where we normally put our 500 ml bottle. And each of us will have 3 500 ml bottles each. This is very important because we have to hydrate ourselves constantly throughout all our trainings. Especially in Singapore's really hot weather, it is very important to make sure that we stay hydrated. Right, now moving down, let's move to the side pouch. Inside the side pouch, first we have our valuables box. Inside our valuables box, we have our valuables such as our wallets, identification cards, credit cards, and whatnot. Now moving on, we have an insect repellent. Normally this insect repellent is only used when we need to, because before our trainings we spray ourselves with a layer of insect repellent. So this is like our backup insect repellent in case things get too messy. After that, we have our accessory cord. This is normally used when you're rappelling, so this rope is normally used for the more additional techniques such as thrusting. Last but not least, we have our carabiner bag. Inside this bag, we have very important items. Now first, right at the front, we have our triangular bandage. It's very important in case we have any injuries, we hope we don't have. We will try our best to avoid any injuries, but in any case of injury, we will use our triangular bandages to either solve any arm injuries, or making an arm sling, or covering up any bleeding if it ever happens. Inside our carabiner bag, we have a notebook and pen. This is for writing down important notes during any kind of meeting or during our trainings. In the other zip, we have our comms equipment. This is for our walkie-talkie. This is additional attachment for our walkie-talkie. So this is the earpiece part, and this is basically an extension to our walkie-talkie. And we also have a flashlight. This is in case we can't see things in maybe dark holes, or maybe it gets dark and we need to see. Normally we use our flashlights. Alright. And last but not least, we have the carabiner itself. This is what we use for our rappelling trainings at Tactfully Superior. And that's about it for the carabiner bag. Oh, wait, we have our nail clipper. So small, looks very insignificant, but it's very, very important. Give me a while. This is our nail clipper. This is in case any of our toenails are ingrown. And having an ingrown toenail is one of the worst feelings you ever have, especially when you're going long distances or whenever doing any activity during our training. So these nail clippers really come in handy. Even though they are so small, so insignificant, they play a very huge role in ensuring that we are comfortable during our trainings. So after covering the utility bag, we'll be talking about his pants. So his pants has to be camel pants, thick enough such that it will protect us from any swinging branches or from any terrain. So below, right at our knees, we have our knee guards. So knee guards are very important to protect our knees as well as to give them strength, especially when we're moving around, and so that we can go down on our knees and perform all kinds of mobile tasks. And moving down, we have our socks and our boots. It's very important that our socks are at least above our ankles. This is because our pants sometimes may not be long enough to cover all the way down to our ankles. And this is so that our feet is comfortable inside the boots itself. And about the boots have to be thick enough, have to be sturdy, and have to be strong enough to withstand any kind of terrain. Especially when we're moving around, whether it be rain or shine, the boots have to make sure that our feet are comfortable, to make sure that they're protected, and to make sure that they can keep our bodies going for the whole duration of the training. So that's our equipment. Now we'll move on to what's inside the bag. Now, this is our backpack. Our backpack has a portable utility pouch as well as 2 fixed utility pouches. Inside our portable utility pouch, we have our rope for rappelling as well as our cooking and bandage equipment. For our bag, inside our bag, we have our spare change of equipment. This means our spare clothes, our spare undergarments, our spare pants, clothes and everything. We'll also have a spare towel in case we get wet, and in case the weather gets very unforgiving, a towel will be very helpful. Inside our bag, we will also have a portable chair. This is very important because sometimes our trainees can go very, very long distances and we need to sit down and rest. Moving on to the fixed utility pouches, we have our toiletries and we have our spare equipment as well as our spare water bottles for cooking. So that's an overview of our equipment as well as what we carry along our G.H.O.S.T trainings. I hope all of you all will have a greater idea of what we go through as well as what we prepare ourselves before any G.H.O.S.T training, and the sort of things that us as a family and as a team, we have to make sure that each of us have before our trainings. Here's a disclaimer, we are not mimicking anyone. This is our own family style, our own team style, this is the G.H.O.S.T style. We look forward to showing all of y'all more as well as all our fun experiences. I look forward to all of the future videos coming soon. Thanks for watching. It's good to be Ghost.
We're proud to be G.H.O.S.T.